Hey everyone, in this video, let's talk about the difference between Stable Diffusion and ComfyUI. In order to do so, let's start off here at dreamstudio.ai, which is the in-house version of Stable Diffusion made by Stability AI, who designed Stable Diffusion. And so if you want to go direct to the originator of Stable Diffusion, then Dream Studio is the place to go. Once you get here, then you're going to find with Dream Studio is very straightforward in terms of what it does as far as image generation goes, but the results are pretty quite nice. You can see here, looks pretty cool. There's a little bit of distortion there in the eyes and stuff. A lot of times with image generation, you are going to need to do some upscaling to really kind of hone off the rough edges, but you can see here for yourself that you do get some really nice results here with Stable Diffusion running through Dream Studio. Now, with ComfyUI, you can actually run Stable Diffusion from ComfyUI. So that's an important thing to note is you can either run Stable Diffusion from the Dream Studio app or you can run it through something like ComfyUI. Now, you can run Stable Diffusion through a variety of things. But if you want to be able to run Stable Diffusion directly from your PC, then you might want to consider getting ComfyUI. Now, I'm not going to get into all the details as far as the installation process, but I will say that having used ComfyUI myself, I can tell you that it is much more advanced to get it working. It can be a little bit of a challenge if you are not familiar with GitHub and with Hugging Face and different platforms like that. ComfyUI can be somewhat intimidating, but if you are somebody who wants to be able to run image generation directly from your machine, then you can look up ComfyUI online. There's different ways that you can go about getting access to that. It's kind of a whole rabbit hole out there, but it's important to note though, if you want to keep things simple, and you're not interested in installing anything on your computer, then best thing to do is to head over to dreamstudio.ai and you can create an account and sign in. They do offer some free credits. However, it is rather limited. Now, let me see here. Exactly. Do they provide? I think that they only provide you a certain amount of credits that you can use for a certain amount of time. But then at some point, once they run out, I don't think they offer free credits, which other platforms do. So that's something that you might want to take into consideration. And really, quite honestly, that's the reason why you might want to use something like ComfyUI, is just because you have the option to be able to do unlimited image generation. But you also have to make sure that you have a computer that can handle the task. And also you have to be willing to get into some more advanced stuff when it comes to installation. And you could see for yourself that Comfy is a little bit confusing. It's hard to kind of figure out exactly what all these nodes do. But what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to install a specific Stable Diffusion workflow that you're going to bring in. And it will look like something like this. You can see here, we can upload an image and then it'll kind of go through all of these different steps. And then in the end, it will spit out an image for you. But again, this is more advanced, and if you're not familiar with, comfortable with technology, with more advanced things, then I wouldn't recommend it. But if you feel adventurous and you're more comfortable with advanced techniques in on your computer and installing things and stuff, then you might want to take a look at ComfyUI. There are other options out there, but Comfy is something that is much more embraced by, let's say, the advanced community. So that's all there is to it. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment and like and subscribe for more helpful tips.